Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. And if you have not subscribed or liked the video, please do that so that you can get more of these type of videos, innovative videos. And if you have any question, please comment. And so today I'm going to show a workflow in which what I'm doing is I am checking for any news on AI vulnerability and across the world and creating a security incident for them. Okay. Now, how I'm doing that, I'm going to explain over here. So every I'm using N8N. It's a automation workflow uh, tool, and it basically it's means if you because we already know about service now, so it's kind of same workflow tool, but it is very easy to do it in N8N. It can be done in ServiceNow as well, but it will take a little bit more time and effort, and it's easier to do it over here. And I will explain why it is difficult to do in ServiceNow and even via scripting. But it can be done via scripting as well and via ServiceNow as well. So the first thing is schedule. So I'm just scheduling it. There is nothing there. And next tool is RSS Read. If you don't know about, so RSS Read is nothing but like I'm reading the RSS feeds. And if you don't know about RSS feeds, please check this rss.app. What it does here, you for like any so for any keyword you can get feeds like from every news article. It will check if the keyword is present in that news article or not, and it will create a feed for that. And so I've created, and you can create your own feeds and it's free. You can also set up an alert based on that. So here you can say set up an alert. Why it is very useful? Because suppose there is some AI vulnerability which got exposed, and some hacker took advantage of it in some company. It is useful for you because it gives you kind of like means proactive information that how you can secure your own system when you are seeing by seeing like how it has affected others. So any vulnerabilities, even because of that, most of the vulnerabilities get published as well, so that everybody can take advantage of like how to secure their system. And same goes for AI as well. So so what I have done is, once you'll create this, so it's very easy to create a new feed. You just have to click on add a keyword that you want to, and then it will generate the like feed. And once you have that, you can put it in a different format. I use the XML format, and if I'll copy and paste it over here, so you will see it will look something like that. So nothing else. And what I have done, I have just added it. If I'll go back to my N8N. So this is this RSS read here. If I'll show you, I'm just adding that XML, and what it is doing, it is getting all that means getting all that information from there in a JSON format. So it is reading the XML basically. Okay, and if I had to build that in ServiceNow or do a script for this, it will take little time, but obviously it can be done. Second part is, and this is free. This part is, I'm using Gina.ai. This is a parser, and this is a web tool. It is a very good parser actually. You can use it. It is free, means like for a single user, it provides a lot of functionalities and enough to support you. But yeah, if you want you can create a script in Python, a script, use beautiful soup to scrape the websites, so whatever you want. Okay, and why I have used it, so if I'll go back to my N8, yeah, so over here you can see that the information that I'm getting from RSS feed contains like creator, title, link, content snippet, publish date, all those things. These are enough, but it only provides like a snippet of the content. It doesn't provide the whole content, obviously, because they can be behind the firewall or anything like that. So if you want to know more about what this article is, you will have to go to the link and scrape it. That's where the Gina comes into picture. And if you will see over here, um, I'm getting the link directly over here. So what I did in the Gina, I've created an account, put it as a reader, add did the read operation, and just drag and drop the URL, means whichever variable contains the URL. So like simply this, and it adds json.link. And once you do that, so here you can see it is providing now all the, if I'll show you in a schema, yeah, it will be better. Now it is reading the article and providing with the metadata a lot of, means everything basically. So as you can see, it providing a lot of information and all those things. Okay. And one thing that is good for, I mean, good in N8N, you don't have to, so RSS feed gave like 7 items. You don't have to loop those items. You don't have to create a looping. Um, so for this array, it will run each of these tools like 7 times. So for, so once we get the 7 items, it, Gina tool will run for 7 items. And then this tool is information extractor, and here we are using generative AI. So what I want is, I don't want all the information from this. Okay. And metadata can also be, different for each, because sites can be different and metadata can be different from each site. So when you are parsing, so what I wanted was, I wanted to extract like title, content snippet, and content, who is named source, and published date. So I added all these things where I think all the information is, and put input schema, same thing like site name, published time, description, properties, all those things, whatever, however I want it. And then added a prompt that I want title, link, published date, creator, and content. And then I have to set up my model. So the model I have added, so information extractor has a node, a sub node, where you can set up your own model. I have set up as a Azure. So if I execute this, you will see that it is getting the result how I wanted. So I don't want all this fluff. I only want title, publish date, creator, content, and the link of that. So once I have this, and here is the information, so you can add any model to this. I'm using OpenAI 4.1. And then what I'm doing is, from this as well, means there is a like nested, uh, means array. I don't want that to it is a nested object. I don't want that. I want it very simple. So what I've done, I have just used the split out in a like more simpler format. So as you can see, I'm just putting clubbing everything together and putting it as a response. So response contains all the information that I need. Okay. And then last part is, I'm creating an incident. So the short description contains the title with like hard-coded AI vulnerability, and then a description contains snippet, creator, and publish date. Okay. So, and yeah, I'm using create incident because I don't want to like install a security incident, but it is meant for security incident mostly. And what it does every day, it is creating like bunch of these records, AI vulnerabilities in my system. So let me show you AI vulnerability. Okay, so as you can see, there I may have ran like multiple times, so it may have created some duplicates, but mostly when you start running in production, you can have like just one. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm changing the view. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that default view. So description. So that's why. Yeah. So as you can see, AI vulnerability highlights need for increased regulation. I think this is simple. Need for regulation is fine. McDonald's. Let's see this one. So okay, view default save. Okay, so McDonald database exposed the data of 64 million job applicants after security researcher discovered paradoxes. AI's weak password for its AI chatbot. See, now this was weak password, so we cannot do anything. But there can be many other instances where something is very obvious and which is affecting many other companies as well. So we can learn from that. Okay, so I was talking about CVEs. So what CVEs are? These are common vulnerabilities, and they have been published. This record basically helps in maintaining a secure infrastructure. Okay, so now what I have done is I have created like a simple workflow. What it does, it basically crawls the NVD database, which contains a lot of vulnerabilities, and stores it as means it checks for a new one every day, and if there is any new one, then it creates a security incident for that. How it does that? So it's a schedule. I've scheduled it for every day, and in and I'm using just Gina again. So Gina.ai is a software through which you can use for crawling. It is free for means like many users are free for individual users. For enterprise, you may have to create your own if you want to free, or you may have like CrowdStrike or some other way to get this information. Now the so you can just provide the URL where the vulnerabilities are present. So I just provided the URL, and here you can see it is giving all this data. Now I don't want all that data, so what I have done, I have used information extractor and provided what information I need from that, like that much of data. And here like if I'll run it, and I added the object. That's it. And here if you'll see over here, it is providing me all that data in a very good format, and everything description is like vulnerability to SMI, send email, send mail, certain NFS servers allow users. Next part is I'm using OpenAI chat model to do this information extraction. And the next part is from this as well, I um means I need some of the data, I don't need some of the data. And most important, I want it to be like more. So right now there are multiple objects, I want to make it like simpler, so I just use split out to make it simpler. And the last part is creating incident. So again, I'm not create it should be creating the security incidents because I have not installed in my PDI. So I'm using incident. I'm creating incident for them. And as you can see over here, okay, so I think there is something. Whatever you need from here, like I want description, you can just simply add it. Okay, so let's just remove this first and then add it over here. You'll see that it is so easy to like map. It's just drag and drop. So I want short description as the description of the vulnerability, and rest of the things should become like a description. So, and once I'll execute the step, it will create all those information. Now one thing that I've not done is checking like if the vulnerability already exists, I should not create a new incident for that. I've not done that, but it's easier. You just have to add a unique check loop. You can create a script for that as well if it is difficult. Otherwise, you can just like do that part. So as you can see, it is creating incident over here. Let me come and check here, and you can see there are so many incidents that have been created. So if I'll show, yeah, 103. Many of them are duplicates, but because I've tested it multiple times. But so if you want to add like new vulnerabilities, you can use these flows. And as you can see, it just adds like for each one of them. And also if I'll go into the detail, it just has extracted like when it was first published, when it was last published, what is the severity of it, what is CVE ID, and matching string, which I don't understand, but I think it's important. So a vulnerability in our CP on Sun OS allows remote attackers from trusted hosts to execute arbitrary commands as root, which is a pretty big one. So if you have any queries, again, let me know. Drop your comments, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe it, and please let me know if you have. If you want to discuss more about it, and if you want me to build something which will be which can increase or enhance this flow. Okay, thank you.